Headline news most affecting Chilliwack this week. The Wildfire Service says, get your drone out of our face. Another major section of the Coquihalla has reopened. The Cultus Lake Wastewater Project is moving forward, and yet another major hockey rumor. All right, Chilliwack, let's get started. The wildfire season continues to burn. The BC Wildfire Service has again put out the plea for drone owners to keep your drones away from burn areas as they are interfering with fire crews. Meanwhile, Chilliwack River Fire Department have sent 3 members of their Type 6 engine, the brush truck, to the Burns Lake area fire. Also of note, between July 7th and July 9th, there were over 23,000 lightning strikes province-wide. That sparked about another 200 brand new wildfires. Now, most of those occurred between Prince George and the Northwest Fire Center. A 4th permanent bridge has now opened on the Coquihalla, passing the halfway point for the total reconstruction project. The new southbound Juliet Bridge is 55 clicks south of Merritt. The other new bridges on the Coquihalla include the northbound Bottletop Bridge, that's 50 kilometers south of Merritt, and the southbound Jessica Bridge, that's just north of Hope. Both of those opened in early June. The northbound Juliet opened back in December of last year. In December of 2021, the FVRD Regional Chair, Taryn Dixon, told chillTV that the FVRD received an infrastructure grant of nearly $10 million to help build the Cultus Lake Wastewater Facility, the treatment plant that has been planned for what seems to be an eternity. So now, construction of that plant is now underway. That includes supply, installation, and the commissioning of processing equipment. And the whole thing should take about 14 months. $61 million in community gaming grants have been allocated in the province, over $1 million each for Abbotsford and Chilliwack. Now, that $61 million in funding this year is for human and social services. That's part of $140 million that's distributed annually to nonprofits that deliver essential services and basically make life easier for people in BC. So for Chilliwack, these include the Chilliwack Community Services Group, the Alano Club, the Ann Davis Transition Society, Agassiz Harrison Community Services, the Chilliwack Hospice, and Katzleem Youth Society. Hope fire crews very busy last week. They responded to a report of smoke in the area of Olson Avenue and Golf Course Road. 3 separate fires were in an empty lot involving grass and ground material. Crews were quickly able to extinguish the moving fire, with 2 of them being around 40 by 40 feet in size. These fires are suspected to have been human-caused. Yes, they are under investigation. City of Chilliwack recently purchased lots along the north side of Victoria Avenue, east of Young Road in the downtown core, about a block away from District 1881. This is all next to the Chilliwack Alano Club and across from the parking lot of the Chilliwack Business Center. So the previous structures were demolished to prepare to build these additional parking spaces. Phase 1 of the project should be done by the fall. Phase 2 is scheduled to be completed by next summer. Premier David Eby is going to be in town this weekend for a couple of fundraisers for the 2 local MLAs, Dan Coulter of the riding of Chilliwack and Chilliwack Kent, Kelly Padden. Now, tickets for these events, well, they're not going to be cheap, but you can go to the respective MLA's social media for ticket and fundraising information. Make sure you have your credit card. After the break, yet another hockey rumor in sports. chillTV Sports, rumor has it, yes, thank you, Adele, that the Pacific Junior Hockey League, as well as their counterparts on Vancouver Island and in the Kootenays, will seek Junior A certification. This to fill the vacuum left behind when the BC Hockey League went independent. So Pacific Junior Commissioner Trevor Alto didn't respond to our information request, but the owner of the Chilliwack Jets, who's also the coach and the GM, Clayton Robinson, told News of the Week, and I quote, "There will be an announcement soon regarding the rumors. Stay tuned. Wink. I can't comment any further at this time." So all of this would affect not only the Chilliwack Jets, but also the Abbotsford Pilots and the Mission City Outlaws. Abbotsford's Sophie Schmidt and Chilliwack's own Jordan Heidema is going to be wearing the red and white one last time for the FIFA Women's World Cup. That begins later this month in Australia and New Zealand. Canada Soccer revealed the roster over the weekend. Schmidt being named as one of the 5 midfielders. Heidema will be coming off the bench as a substitute. Chilliwack Center for Excellence and the Paddling Club can introduce your child to the Olympic sport of slalom kayaking if you want to sign them up for a camp that's coming up at Cultus Lake. Paddlers get to learn the basic paddling skills and water safety. This is for kids over the age of 8. Half-day camps run Tuesday to Friday. It is $140 per camp. Reese keeps racking up the awards and wins the Alpine Canada announcement of the 2023 Canadian Ski Racing Award. And this is an opportunity to honor the best performers and contributors over the past season. We all know that Cultus Lake's Reese Howden was the darling this year, and he won Alpine Canada's 2023 Ski Cross Male Athlete of the Year. He was recently back in town for Cultus Lake Day. Coming up, we'll have a look at the weather with Cari. chillTV weekend weather. Cari, are we going to be into another mini heat wave this weekend?
Well, guys, it does look like there's going to be some sun again this weekend, which is quite lovely. And it's also cooling down in the evening so we can all sleep. Monday, Tuesday, it's going to be a little bit of cloud, but still back up by the Wednesday to 26, 28 next Thursday. Today's fun fact, every single province should be able to see the northern lights tonight as long as you don't have any clouds in the sky. They say the best viewing time is between 10 and 2, but I'm not entirely sure if that is Eastern or Pacific time. So happy viewing and have a great week.
Thanks, Cari, and thank you for watching. If you have a local news story you'd like us to report on, you can always send us a note and your video and your pictures to news@chilltv.ca. Thanks a bunch for watching. Have yourself a great weekend. I'm Don Lehn.